The second shot. And the third shot.
All right, welcome back here. KMA listeners, we're here, Reaver Arena here. We're about a minute and a half into this first quarter. 5-3 is the Underwood lead here. Nice take by Luke Seidler. That gives him his 4th point. He got fouled on a three-pointer just the possession before. Out of bounds. Christian Dare looking for somebody. He thought he got his hand hit, but they're going to say the ball is going to be out of bounds. Heading back towards Underwood's way. Underwood undefeated on the year. Number 3 ranked, 5 ranked, depends on what poll you're looking at. Nonetheless, no one's going to take away from them that they are undefeated. Nice dish in there to Owen Larson. Good find by Jack Van Fossen. Larson just couldn't quite get it to go down. A.J. Harder with another three-point attempt. Knocked one down earlier. Can't get that one to go down. Dare checks it down. Cale Witt up with another three. That's up and good. Dare with 3 early rebounds. 1 point lead for the Underwood Eagles, 7-6. Kick it over to Ravelin. Ravelin's going to take the side three. Not an easy shot, but Owen Larson comes down with the rebound. Quick hands by Cale Witt to knock it out of bounds. It'll stick with the Underwood Eagles, though. Tyler Batts checks in, gives Murley a seat for a second. Ravelin actually decides not to take that side three this time. Ravelin will take, oh, no, he won't take the wing three. Faked me out even. Van Fossen with a dribble drive. Goes in, gets his own rebound, puts it back in. Jack Van Fossen. Tremendous player for the Underwood Eagles. A senior-driven team are the Underwood Eagles. All their starters are seniors. .408 left in this first quarter. 9-6 ball game. 3-point lead for the Underwood Eagles. Isaac Wohlhutter will go to the line, shooting 2 for the Tri-City Trojans. Tri-Center Trojans. First shot attempt up and no good. Little flat on that attempt. Garrett Lutt will check in for Luke Seidler. Wohlhutter's second attempt up and good. Lutt gets it into Van Fossen. Van Fossen finds the cutting Lutt. Oh, tries to take it up strong, but taken away by Christian Dare. Good athletic play there by Dare. Kick it out to Witt. Witt's going to try to get a second one down, up and no good. Ball is battled around, ends up in the hands of Mason Boothby. He's wasting no time. Gets it up the head of Josh Ravelin. Ravelin gets it to go in. Nice transition bucket there. Started by Boothby, ended by Ravelin. Nice hands there by Ravelin to tip it out. It said it was tipped off of the Trojans, but it's actually going to stay with the Trojans as Ravelin's the one that tipped it out of bounds. Coach Harder and the Trojans looking to get the ball in, have something set up. They do set it up for A.J. Harder. Couldn't quite get it corralled. Nice steal there by Van Fossen. Foul on the floor going to be on Harder. That'll be his second. So in this first quarter, he's going to have 2 on him as the youngster that leads the Trojans in scoring. Lincoln Thomas will come in for him. Eagles get the ball into Boothby. Boothby into Van Fossen. Van Fossen wastes no time. Tremendous job with a good post move there as Jack Van Fossen led the league in score, or led the team in scoring last year, and he's probably like 3rd or 4th this year. That just shows how tremendous this Underwood Eagles squad is. Any given night, somebody else can lead the way in scoring. Kirsten Dare's going to try to do a post move. Gets stopped by Owen Larson. Batts tries to dribble as well. Thomas gives a nice little head fake, gets us some space. Underwood doing a great job of keeping everybody in front, but Batts does a good job of just sneaking behind. And he gets that ball to go in. 13-9, 4-point lead for the Eagles. Ravelin tried to extend it up and no good. Nice, strong rebound by Owen Larson. He tries to put it back up on a reverse layup. Cannot get it to go down. Lincoln Thomas comes down with the rebound. Trojans bring the ball forward. Dare's going to try to do a drive. Does a good job of keeping it strong. He actually gets the foul drawn, so he will go to the line shooting 2 is Christian Dare. Owen Larson has 2 on him in this early first period. So Harder for the Trojans, Larson for the Eagles, each have 2. Dare steps up and hits that first free throw. Dyer misses on that second one. Boothby down with the rebound. Boothby swings it over to Lutt. Lutt back to Boothby. Boothby's going to take a long 3. Short on that attempt. Lincoln Thomas down with that rebound. Still at 3-point lead for the Eagles. Nice quick hands by Boothby, but Trojans maintain possession. Woolharder with the dribble drive there. Nice defense there by Judson. Swats it out of bounds. It will stay with the Trojans, but they have 12 seconds left on that shot clock. 1:31 left in the quarter. A.J. Harder back in the game for the Trojans with those 2 fouls. Harder gets it inbounds to Lincoln Thomas. Harder's got the ball at the top of the key, swings it over to Thomas on the wing. Underwood once again doing a good job of just keeping everybody in front of him, and the Trojans had no idea that the shot clock was winding down and it will be a turnover. Great defense by Coach Blum and those Underwood Eagles. They're going to get the ball back with 1:18 left to see if they can extend this lead. Quickly get it to Van Fossen. Van Fossen over to Seidler. Seidler in and out, no good. Dare down with that rebound. Dare averages a good amount of rebounds a game. He's already got 4 in this first quarter. Harder with a long 3. He's not shy about that. And that's why he's not shy. He'll go ahead and make it. He's got 6 points, 2 early threes. Tie ball game, 13-13. Van Fossen with a nice dribble drive there. Takes it in nice and strong. Gets it tipped out of his hands. Boothby has a nice quick pass over to Seidler. Seidler finds Lutt open on the wing for 3, and Lutt actually nails it on that wing. Nice three-pointer there by Garrett Lutt. A.J. Harder drawing 2 defenders of him 40 feet from the basket. Shot clock and game clock virtually the same, so they're just going to hold for this last shot. Harder picks up his dribble, gets to find Thomas. Thomas got to heave one up. Up and no good. Just no good. Justin comes down with that rebound. 16-13 is what that first quarter score will be. Good balanced scoring there for the Underwood Eagles. For the Tri-Center Trojans, Harder ended up with 6 because of those 2 threes. Added another 3 by Cale Witt, so most of theirs coming from the three-point line. We'll be right back after this quick quarter break. You're listening to KMA Extreme. I'm Dusty Scale along with this call here in Council Bluffs at IWCC. We'll be right back after this to bring you the second quarter. All right, here we are back in Reber Arena to bring you the second quarter action here. Underwood hosting Tri-Center Trojans. For Underwood to start this quarter, looks like it'll be Lutt, Justin, Van Fossen, Ravelin, and Seidler. For the Trojans, it'll be Woolhutter, Harder, Witt, Murley, and Matt Eikenberry getting his first action here in this game. Waters takes a shot at the free throw line, steps up and knocks it down. I believe that's his first 2 points of the game. Seidler kicks it out to Ravelin. Laverin's going to try to drive, but he's stopped immediately and double teamed, so Seidler is open. Cross-court pass to him, up and no good. Witt comes down with the rebound. A.J. Harder had it at the top of the key. Thought Murley says, let's go ahead and take this chance to reset. We got 26 seconds left. Let's go ahead and take our time, get a good bucket here. We're only down by 1. Van Fossen with a good job of intercepting that pass, though. Seidler sings it to Woothby, back to Seidler. They do get it into Van Fossen at the high post. Kicks it out to Ravelin. That's a in and out action there, but in and out no good there by Josh Ravelin. Back come the Trojans. Nice cut there by Eckenberry. Justin gets on the ground, gets a steal there for the Eagles. Nice give and go there from Van Fossen. Seidler is the cutter. He gets rewarded for the hustle. Woolhutter tries to get the pass in there, just tipped out by Underwood. Underwood with the chance to really extend this lead now. 2 turnovers in a row. If you can get turnovers and buckets, you're going to really make a demeanor of a team go down. Van Fossen has tough defense on him. Luck has nowhere to go along the baseline. Cross court to Seidler. Seidler up and no good. Rebound down by Isaac Woolhutter. Coach Harder will go ahead and take a timeout. We'll go ahead and take a timeout as well. 5:52 left in the second quarter. 3-point lead. After this timeout, we'll bring you the rest of this second quarter action. You're listening to KMA, and stay tuned in for this great Western Iowa Conference matchup. All right, here we are getting ready. After that timeout by Coach Harder. He's got that 3-point deficit. He's going to try to chip away here early on. He can't let Underwood really get a grasp on the game, so you want to stick with him the whole time. When you come, nice drive there by Christian Dyer. Dyer going to the line. Chance to get this 3-point play. I was just going to say, when you're playing an undefeated team, especially late in the season, if If you can just stick around, you can get them to start playing tight because they're not used to this situation. That's how you're going to nab one away if you're Tri-Center and Coach Harder. Van Fossen down with the rebound. Thinks about going coast to coast with it, but he kicks it back out. Up and no good here for the Underwood Eagles. Back come A.J. Harder and the Trojans. Doing a nice set play. Boothby all over him, but nice cut there by Dyer. Ball tipped by Ravelin. Out. Still stays with the Tri-Center Trojans. 19 seconds left on that shot clock. Nice cut there by Dyer. Dyer gets the ball back, but he ends up giving it up to Seidler. Seidler gets the ball ahead to Boothby. Boothby's going to go in for the transition layup and gets it to go down. (20-17), 4:51 left in this second quarter. Witt up with a three-pointer and good. That's his second one. Nice ball movement by Underwood. Lutt get the ball in deep. He went up, jumped high. Witt tried to block the shot, but he ends up getting the hand instead, so that will send Garrett Lutt to the line. Tie ball game, 4:37 left. Lutt trying to break that tie, and he does so. Looks like Botts will go in for Woolhutter, give him a breather. Lutt's second attempt is up and good. He's got an early 5. Him and Boothby both have 5 to lead the way. A.J. Harder has 6 for the Trojans. Dyer with a nice dribble drive there. Contested there, so it will stay with the the Tri-Center Trojans. They're going to call out of bounds on Underwood. 24 seconds left on the shot clock. Going to call a moving screen, I think, here. Tyler Batts will be called on that one. That's his first. 2-point lead for the Underwood Eagles, 22-20, 4:22 left. Mason Boothby brings the ball up for the Eagles. Tri-Center in that zone defense. That's why Underwood's been kicking the ball around as fast as they can, trying to get that zone to move and find someone in an open space. Seidler up on a side 3, up and no good. Ball off of Lutt, I believe, with the Eagles, so it'll go back to the Tri-Center Trojans. Four minutes left in this first half. 2-point deficit for Coach Harder and the Trojans. Nice take there by Witt, but he is denied by Lutt. Ball will end up back in the Eagles' hands. Boothby sends it over to Seidler. Seidler, side 3, up and no good, but Lutt chases it down, sends it out to Boothby. Boothby had a 3 at the top of the key, and he knocks it down. Boothby with an early 8 in this first half, 2 3-pointers. A.J. Harder, long 3, looks like he got contact on him. Ball out of bounds. Looks like it's going to stay with the Tri-Center Trojans off of that offensive rebound. Coach Harder trying to plead his case. He thinks A.J. Harder got fouled on that 3-point attempt. Harder driving along the left side, kicks it out to Batts. Batts to the side 3, up and no good. Rebound down by Van Fossen. Cross-court pass to Ravelin. Ravelin finds Van Fossen, top of the post play, or a post pass into Lutt. Good pass by Seidler. Finds Garrett Lutt on the block to get him 2 points. Good ball movement there by the Underwood Eagles. Extend their lead to 7. Believe that's the biggest lead of the game. Man, Underwood defense is tough. Not only are they all over the ball and stay in front of you, but when they're allowed to be physical. If the refs are going to allow them to be physical, they'll do so until, the call gets made. Justin in for Van Fossen, give him a breather. Get the ball into Woolhutter at the top of the post. Kicks it out. Harder to Witt. Witt thought about a three. Kicked it over to Woolhutter. 3-2-1 on the shot clock. The Trojans had no idea. Second shot clock violation for the Trojans this half. That's got to be kudos to the Underwood Eagles defense. Now they get a chance to extend this lead even farther. Kick it over to Ravlin. Ravlin the Boothby. He's going to take a long three. Up and no good. Short. A lot of these Underwood threes have been behind the college three-point line, which it doesn't necessarily have to be, but when you're kind of standing around that three-point line, it's just easy to do so. Nice cut there by Lutt off that inbounds pass. He's got 9 to lead the way for the Eagles off the bench. Nice pass into Dyer. Dyer tries to go in, but he is denied by Justin, the taller body. Justin kind of just got his long limbs and blocked that. Josh Ravlin got a little quick with his steps there, ended up traveling on transition play. Nine-point lead, 1:36 left. Batts swings it over to Murley. Murley tries to get it to Dare. Dare gives it to the cutting Batts. He dishes it off to Woolhutter. He was open, kind of gave a hesitation. And that gave the Underwood Eagles time to, wow, what a play there. If that would have got in, that would have been pretty tremendous. That would have been one of the better plays I've seen all year if they could have converted that. Harder in transition, gives a little mid-range jumper. He ends up knocking that down. Seidler with another three-pointer up and no good. He's kind of taken quite a few this game after making his first one.
And possession will stay with the Eagles.
Lincoln Thomas in for Tyler Batts is reserved for the Trojans. Inbounds play coming in for the Eagles. Seidler. There he gets one to go down. Nailed that one. He's got 7. Balanced scoring attack once again by the Eagles. Ten-point lead. Now that's the biggest one for the Eagles. A.J. Harder gets another mid-range shot up and no good. Mason Boothby says, shot clock is off. I'm a senior. I know what to do. We're going to go ahead and take this last shot. We already got the biggest lead of this game. Let's go ahead and see if we can extend it even farther. If not, we're still going to go into half with the biggest lead we've had of this game. Nice entry pass into Luke Justin. Justin just couldn't quite get it to go down. 4 seconds left, 3 seconds left, intercepted by Ravlin, so there will be no shot up. Only 0.2 seconds left, so I don't think anything's going to be done with it. So that is where the half, I'm guessing, is going to end. 32-22. The Underwood Eagles extend their lead to 10 points as undefeated teams do. For the Tri-Center Trojans, looks like A.J. Harder was leading the way. He's got 8 points. Christian Dare has 3 points and 4 rebounds for the Tri-Center Trojans. Adding stuff up here for the Underwood Eagles. Looks like Garrett Lutt is leading the way with 9, and Seidler has 7. Boothby has 8. Handful of rebounds to go around the way, too. Luke Justin has 4 points as well. Once again, just all-around well-balanced scoring attack from the Underwood Eagles. So that is how that first half is going to end. 10-point lead for the Underwood Eagles, 32-22. We'll bring you the rest of this second half action after this. So stay tuned because there's more exciting basketball coming up here on KMA Extreme.
Dave Lyon Towing and Repair has been serving the Underwood area for over 40 years. They offer 24-hour light and heavy-duty towing and recovery, including a rotator, winch equipment, wreckers, and flatbeds to serve you. They're available for repair on cars and trucks Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Located at 134th Street in Underwood, when you need a lift or repair work, call Dave Lyon Towing and Repair of Underwood, Iowa, 712-566-2317. Not the biggest, just the best.
Again, if you got your ducks, let's get ready for the halftime of Chuck-a-Duck, sponsored by the Underwood Music Boosters. All proceeds raised will help them on their trip to New Orleans in March. $1 duck wins you a coupon for something special at the concession stand. Buy your ducks now while they're available, and we'll get ready to start in a moment.
Nothing happened? All right, it's charging. That's good. How bad is the gym floor at Underwood?
Everyone who has a duck can get ready. We'll have a little.
Just like they're replacing it? Yeah. It is? That stinks.
I mean, we need one.
Oh, you needed one anyway? Yeah. That's all right then.
Okay, all you little ducksters. Spread out on the end lines. Everybody ready? On three. 1, 2, 3. Chuck your ducks. All ducks chucked. All right, everybody's ducks are chucked. We got one winner, I believe. We got two winners or one winner? We got one winner. Please keep young ladies down there. Everybody else, please help collect the ducks if you could. We'd appreciate it.
Brocker Wealth Management is comprised of local experts dedicated to your financial success. Their certified financial advisors include John Brocker, a native of Southwest Iowa and a proud graduate of Underwood, and Alec Murphy, an active Council Bluffs resident. They are dedicated to devising comprehensive financial strategies for you and your family. Whether you are investing to build wealth, Brocker Wealth Management personalizes a plan for your needs, wants, and long-term goals.
Everyone for participating. Give yourselves a hand. I really appreciate it. A quick reminder before we begin the second half.
It's time to be you at Iowa Western. Apply today.
All right, here we are getting ready to start the second half of this Western Iowa Conference boys matchup here. The Underwood Eagles are hosting the Tri-Center Trojans. I say hosting in quotes, kind of, even though you can't see me do the finger quotes, because we are here in Council Bluffs at the Reaver Arena at IWCC. Underwood, the unfortunate happenings of this winter storm going on, their gym received some water damage, so they can't play games there for a while. It's been about a week or two since they've not been able to do that. The rest of the year will be that way. They're going to take out that whole floor and put in a new one. So they've come to agreement with IWCC, and they're going to play their last couple bit of home games here at the Reaver Arena. Kind of exciting matchup for the youngsters to get a play here on a college court, big college court. Nice facility here in Council Bluffs. And for that first half that was going on with Tri-Center and Underwood, it was a 10-point lead at halftime for the undefeated Underwood Eagles. Tri-Center trying to stay in it. The way you take down an undefeated team, if you're not going to beat them outright, is you got to stay in it for a long time and then get them to play tight. And then at the very end, you kind of nab some points, nab some situations, and you can try to take off the David versus Goliath situation. Here we are starting that second half, and that's exactly how you do it. Murley swings it over to Isaac Woolhutter. Woolhutter knocks it down, so they got 2 points on their first possession. That's exactly how Coach Harder and the Tri-Center Trojans wanted to do this. And It's exactly going back again away. They come away with a steal on their first possession. Get a transition bucket would be huge. They at least get a transition foul drawn. It's like Isaac Woolhutter will go to the line. Actually drew it against Owen Larson. I believe that's going to be Larson's third. He sat out a chunk of the first half because he drew 2 early fouls. Coach Bloom has the luxury of going to other tall players that doesn't affect the way they play by any means. So Owen Larson sat out a good chunk of the first half. First 40 seconds in the second half, draws his third, but actually Coach Blum is going to stick with the senior and rely on him to play smart. Woolhutter does knock down the second. Gives him 5 on the night. Boothby gets it into Van Fossen. Van Fossen at the high post area, working that against the zone. That's a dangerous spot for the ball to be for the zone, especially when there's someone talented like Jack Van Fossen having the ball. He can dish it, he can shoot it, or he can do what he just did there, is drive it strong to the hoop. If he doesn't make it, he's going to draw a foul, and there he drew a foul. So he will go to the line, shooting 2. 1 minute into this third quarter. Van Fossen's first attempt is up and no good. Coach Bloom kind of thinking a little bit different. He's going to go with Lutt in for Larson, give Larson just a breather. Lutt had a very successful first half. He actually leads the Eagles with 9 points in this game. Van Fossen misses both. So Coach Harder and his Trojans are still definitely in this right here. Nice tip by Boothby. Seidler tries to corral it. I don't think he wasn't able to corral it, so it will stay with the Trojans. They're going to say a change of possession, even so. Trojans will get a brand new shot clock. Harder's going to go with a long three-pointer, and he nails it. More good coming for Coach Harder and these Trojans here in this second half. 10-point lead cut right away to 5 points. Ravelin's got that open three-point shot up and no good. Rebound corralled by Witt. Witt gets fouled. More and more good things happen for the Trojans in this second half. They're going to count that one to Garrett Lutt. That'll be his first. Team second. There, gives it to Harder. Harder on that curl cut. Up and no good. Woolhutter tries to track it down. Off his shoulder, no good. Boothby down with the rebound. He's hustling ahead. He never wastes time. Gets it up to Ravelin. Ravelin drives. Kind of a wild shot, but wild shot went down for Ravelin there. Knocked it down, extends his lead. First points of the second half for the Eagles. Ravelin tries to jump the gun there. Ends up committing the foul, though. So that's 3 fouls. You only get 5 1/4 before you go to the bonus. So 3 for Underwood. 5:50 left in that third quarter. So if they get a second foul, 2 more fouls, they'll send Trojans to the line just automatically shooting 2. Harder tries to find somebody after picking up his dribble. Does find Witt. Witt's going to go driving along that left side. He gets stopped by Seidler. Seidler tries to find Murley. Murley 3 up attempt, no good. Lutt knocks it out of Dyer's possession. Coming back for the Underwood Eagles. Lutt might have been a little more open than he thought. Boothby does a good job of pump faking, getting his man in the air, but cannot convert on the shot. Dyer comes down with the rebound. Unofficially his 5th rebound of the game. Harder picks up his dribble, but he doesn't get it to Dyer. Dyer tries to do a jump stop dribble out of bounds off of him. He will turn it over to the Eagles. Tyler Batts will check in the game, giving Dyer just a quick breather. I'm sure he won't be out for long because he's so imperative to this Trojans whole all-around team. Defense, offense, movement by the Eagles. Van Fossen tries to take it in strong. He does so, and that's where Christian Dyer is kind of missing that interior defense. Van Fossen takes it up strong. He'll try to get that old-fashioned three-point play. And he does so. Van Fossen, kind of that old-fashioned kind of player. Just gritty, drives when he needs to, and he drives with a purpose. Harder hands it off to Murley. The lefty's going to take it to the left-hand side along that baseline. Kicks it back out to Witt. Witt's got Seidler in his vision. Kick it over to Murley once again. Murley kicks it over to Woolhutter. Woolhutter gives a jump shot. Rebound down by Lutt. Lutt's going to try to go coast to coast with it, it looks like. Nope, he's actually going to dish it off to no one in particular, but it does end up in the Underwood Eagles' hands. Van Fossen takes his shot up and no good. 4 minutes left in this third quarter. 37-28, 9-point lead for the Eagles. Woolhutter's going to give a strong drive, gets stopped by Van Fossen. Harder's going to give a little floater, and he does knock it down. Harder's got 13 on the game after nailing that one. 7-point lead, 3:48 left. Timeout taken, so we'll go ahead and take a timeout as well. We'll be right back after this. KMA Extreme here in IWCC. We'll be right back after this quick break. After that timeout, get this third quarter action back on the road. 3:47 left in this third quarter. 7-point lead for the Underwood Eagles. Eagles facing this zone defense that they have been all night. They've had good ball movement. Not many dribbles here. Seidler up, in and out, no good. Van Fossen with the hustle rebound and the hustle shot. He gets rewarded with 2 points. Nice ball movement for the Trojans. Gets it into Tyler Batts. Batts gets contended, but it'll draw a foul. So Tyler Batts will go to the line shooting 2. That is 4 team fouls on the Eagles in this third quarter, and that means one more, whether it's on the ground or not, they will be automatically shooting 2, will the Trojans. So it looks like Luke Justson will come in for Luke Seidler. Luke in for Luke. Bat's second attempt up and good. Eagles wasting no time. Get the ball, one pass up to Ravlin. Ravlin takes in one dribble, and he gets a nice little transition layup. Transition off of a made basket isn't usually what you said, but that is quickly done by the Eagles. Tremendous offensive basketball. Kick it over to Witt along this wing. Long, high shot up and no good. Justin down with his rebound. Here come the Eagles back the other way. They just have the tremendous way of extending leads, getting leads and extending them. Van Fossen takes it baseline, kicks it to Ravlin along the baseline as well, up and no good. Van Fossen had position. Doesn't quite get the rebound, but it will stay with the Underwood Eagles. Get the ball into Van Fossen. Van Fossen will drive it. Nice defense by Tyler Batts. Blocks it away from Van Fossen. Here come the Trojans, down 10, just like where they were at the beginning of halftime. Started the second half off nice and quickly, but Underwood has rebounded and come back to it. Witt's trying to cut away at that, does not do it. Boothby comes down with the rebound, and he's wasting no time. He's going to try to go coast to coast, dishing it off to Luke Justin. A nice play there by Mason Boothby to find his big man in transition. Extends this lead to 12. That's the biggest lead of the game I've got so far. .157 left in this third quarter. 43-31 is our score. Get the ball into Dyer at that high post position. He's going to dribble drive. He kicks it out to Witt. Witt, three-pointer up and good. I believe that is his third three-pointer, which gives him 9 points so far. Go ahead and take another timeout. There's going to be a full timeout here, so we'll be back right after this. 43-34, 7-point lead for the Underwood Eagles. We'll be right back after this. All right, here we are, back in action here. Third quarter, 1:43 left, 7-point lead, 43-34. Mason Boothby and the Underwood Eagles look to extend that lead as they bring the ball up the court. Once again, quick ball movement against this zone defense. It's how they've been effective tonight. Man, Boothby's taking a long one. Probably why it ended up short. Nonetheless, the Tri-Center Trojans come back this way. Underwood also in their own zone defense. They do get the ball into bats in that low post, but Justin, I thought initially blocked it. They're going to say he got body on it, so it'll be Tyler Batts headed to the line. That will be them in their bonus. That was a shooting foul nonetheless, though. But any foul in the next minute 10 in this quarter will result in the Tri-Center Trojans shooting two. Batts steps up and is unsuccessful on this first one. Owen Larson and Luke Seidler will come back in the game. Van Fossen and Ravlin will take a breather here in this minute 10 in the third quarter. Sophomore Tyler Batts steps up, nails that second one. He's definitely a good boost of offense and just overall momentum as it comes to them as a sophomore. For Coach Harder and that Trojan team. Good little boost of energy. Lutt gets the ball into Justin at the high post. Witt does a good job of intercepting that pass, but then the Underwood Eagles just go ahead and take it right back. Lutt gets the ball in transition, dribbles once, picks it up. Swing pass over to Boothby. Boothby takes a three off balance, though. Didn't have his feet really under him. No good. Dare down with the rebound. Once again, Underwood all over wherever that ball is. That's where they will be. They usually got one or two players just ready to pounce on the ball, whether it's a pass or a deflection. Just like I say, they're about to double team A.J. Harder and even just doing a token double team. Make A.J. Harder pass the ball a little quickly, and ball goes out of bounds. It's like Cale Witt's a little bit banged up. He tried to dive for that ball out of bounds. They're going to give him a quick little breather. Mike Eichenberry will come in for him. .35, 15.7 seconds left in this third quarter. So the Underwood Eagles, unless they get a wide open shot, I got to imagine are going to take this down, or they get a shot like that. Van Fossen gets a nice curl cut into the lane, gets the ball fed to him. He gets fouled. He will go to the line, shooting 2. Jack Van Fossen back at the line once again. Van Fossen's first attempt is up and good. Like Justin will give Owen Larson a breather because there's only 7 seconds left. They don't want Larson picking up his 4th foul in just these last 7.6 seconds. Van Fossen's second attempt, a little short, no good. Rebound down by Batts. Harder's got not much time to deal with it. Does a good job of dribbling through pressure. Tries to give a three-pointer, but is up and no good. 44-35 is how that will end. 9-point lead, so Tri-Center gets 1 point back, but I know Coach Harder wanted to get more points back than that. But nonetheless, that is where that third quarter will end. We'll bring you the rest of this fourth quarter action coming up after this. KMA Extreme, I'm Dusty Skahill. We'll be back here in Iowa Western Community College right after this.
Dave Lyon Towing and Repair has been serving the Underwood area for over 40 years. They offer 24-hour light and heavy-duty towing and recovery, including a rotator, winch equipment, wreckers, and flatbeds to serve you. They're available for repair on cars and trucks Monday through Friday, 886-2317. Not the biggest, just the best.
All right, here we are. 9-point lead for the Underwood Eagles, looking to stay undefeated on the year. 44-35 is that lead, and we're just about ready to kick off this fourth quarter. Coach Bloom and this team are 17-0 on the year, looking to get to 18-0. And they're under 8 minutes away from doing so. Doing a good job of complete ball movement. Just not very many dribbles on this half-court side of the ball for the Eagles. Definitely a good idea by Van Fossen there. Just one step ahead of Owen Larson on that back cut along the baseline. Out of bounds. That will head back to Tri-Center. Underwood is so good and disciplined that Tri-Center is going to have to start cutting away at this lead sooner rather than later. Fade away, side shot from A.J. Harder, up and no good. Rebound down by Owen Larson. Perimeter passing clock. Boothby's taking that long three once again, up and no good. Seidler and Larson both battled for that offensive rebound, and neither of them come up with it, so it'll kick away out of bounds back to the Tri-Center Trojans. Murley looking to get it into Batts. Batts is on the baseline. He tries to do a bounce pass to Dyer, but Van Fossen was there to fish that out. He read that the whole way. It was a jump ball situation, so it will stay with the Trojans. 1 minute into this fourth quarter, neither team getting a basket. Get the ball into Murley. Murley swings it over to Woolhutter. Swings it out to Woolhutter. Woolhutter gets a pump fake. Goes a couple dribbles and gets it in, but Van Fossen comes down with that rebound. Movement once again by the Underwood Eagles. They're just definitely disciplined, and they know what to do with this senior-led team. And right as I say, they're good and disciplined with it, keeping the ball. Ravlin goes baseline and kind of gets it deflected. Turnover back to the Trojans. Dyer gets it into Batts, but Batts gets it blocked from behind. They're going to say there was body on that, though. They're going to send Batts to the line to shoot two. Batts' first attempt up and good. That's his 5th point of the game. Batts' second attempt coming up here. Cut this lead, and he does. Nice job by the sophomore to knock him down. 7-point lead. 6 minutes left in the ball game. Trying to feed the ball into Van Fossen, but it does end up down below. That's Larson's first points of the game. He's been in foul trouble, kind of plagued by that the whole game. Murley side three along his left side. He goes ahead and knocks it down. 6-point lead. Believe this one go in. He's hungry for the ball now. He had a good job of positioning himself and puts that ball right back in for the Eagles. Boothby gets the ball tipped. It'll stay out of bounds, staying with the Trojans. Eight-point lead for the Underwood Eagles. Nice hands there by Ravlin going on. Quick three-pointer by Witt, up and no good. Van Fossen down with the rebound. They denied Boothby the ball, so Van Fossen will just go ahead and take it up all by himself. Give and go with him and Ravlin. He drives, does Van Fossen. He's stuck in the lane. Good defense by Dyer. Dyer just is always he must have longer arms than I think. He's always getting hands on balls. He's always coming down with rebounds. He's just always in the action, is he, on that defensive side. Dyer gets that ball at the high post area. Fadeaway shot, no good. He follows his own rebound. Does a nice spin move and gets it to go down. Nice shot there by Dare. Kick the ball out to Boothby. Boothby back to Ravlin. Ravlin says Boothby set it back up. Seidler thought about a three along that wing. Takes one dribble, kicks it back out to Boothby. Ravlin will take that side three, and Ravlin will hit that side three. That's 9 points for Josh Ravlin. That'll cause a timeout. We'll go ahead and take a quick timeout as well. 3:51 left in the ball game. 51-42 is the score. 9-point lead for the Underwood Eagles. We'll be right back after this timeout here. You listen to KMA Extreme.
Brocker Wealth Management is comprised of local experts dedicated to your financial success. Their certified financial advisors include John Brocker, a native of Southwest Iowa and a proud graduate of Underwood, and Alec Murphy, an active Council Bluffs resident. They are dedicated to devising comprehensive financial strategies for you and your family. Whether you are investing to build wealth, Brocker Wealth Management personalizes a plan for your needs, wants, and long-term goals.
It's time to be you at Iowa Western. Apply today.
All right, welcome back. 3:50 left. Trojans have that ball, looking to cut away at this 9-point lead. Eagles doing a good job of switching defenses, sometimes zone, sometimes man. They come out in man this time, and Jack Van Fossen comes down with that rebound. Late in this fourth quarter, they're getting to the point where they're not going to be too concerned with pushing the issue. They're going to have good ball movement, make you work on defense, and then end up taking good shots and take that shot clock down as possible. Shorten this game up a bit. They're going to call the ball out of bounds on Underwood. Even though Cale Witt tried to save it, he must have saved it when it already went out of bounds. Harder picks up his dribble, gets the ball over to Dare. Dare does a nice job of taking it right at Owen Larson. He gets it to go down. Dare's got 7 good points for the Trojans. I believe his average is 10 on the year, so he's getting right on pace to his average. Along the perimeter is what the Eagles are doing. Kick it over to Ravlin. Ravlin goes baseline with it. Picks up his dribble, needs some help. Kicks it cross court to Seidler. Seidler does a behind-the-back pass to Van Fossen, and nobody ends up with it for the Eagles. Ends up in the hands of Zach Murley, and the Trojans come back this way. Dare has a lane but didn't take it. A.J. Harder goes along the right side, does a little finger roll, up and no good though. Boothby down with the rebound. His instincts are to push it, and he is going to push it slightly. They do get the ball up to Owen Larson. Owen Larson goes up strong. He's actually going to draw the foul. He will go to the line shooting two, will Owen Larson. Looks like they're going to call that foul on Isaac Woolhutter. It's just his second. 2:07 left in this ball game. 7-point lead. Owen Larson looking to extend that for the Eagles. First attempt in and out, no good. Bats will come in for Cale Witt for the Trojans. There, Woolhutter, Murley, Bats, and Harder on the court for the Trojans. Owen Larson's second attempt up and good. Lutt will come in for Larson, so it'll be Lutt, Boothby, Van Fossen, Seidler, and Ravlin for the Eagles in these last 2 minutes of the ball game. Not the entire 2 minutes, but just for this 2 minutes, like the start of the 2 minutes. Nice back cut by A.J. Harder. Cannot corral it, though. That will end up going out of bounds. Ball goes back to the Eagles, which the Tri-Center Trojans can't do. They can't afford to be kicking the ball back to the Eagles. Now they got to play some really stellar D, down by 8. Boothby is just going to dribble it up at that half court. He's going to take this all the way down as long as he can. Ravlin is open along that baseline. He's going to go ahead and knock it down. Nice find there by the Eagles. Ravlin's in double digits now, right at his average. That was kind of a dagger there for the Trojans. A.J. Harder kind of has to push the issue up and no good. Seidler tries to get it to Van Fossen at the top of the court, but Coach Blum says, Coach Blum called a timeout for the Underwood Eagles. They're going to maintain possession. 1:04 left, 11-point lead here for the Eagles. We'll go ahead and take a quick timeout to bring you the last 1 minute, 4 seconds of this game. We'll be back right after this.
To some, the sound of a bag of seed being opened marks a year of unpredictability and sleepless nights. But for those opening a bag of Pioneer brand corn set of feelings, to them, that sound marks innovation, knowing every seed has been proven in the toughest environment possible, the field. It marks the start of the best year you'll ever have. Pioneer brand corn hybrids, field proven and ready for yours. Visit pioneer.com/innovation.
All right, welcome back after that quick Underwood timeout. 1:04 left, 22 seconds left on the shot clock. They do have a 11-point lead. Even before that inbounds pass goes in, Coach Chad Harder was kind of barking at the refs a little bit, so it will end up being a technical foul given he didn't think the call was made correctly before that timeout was happening. He thought someone on his team had the ball, and they awarded Underwood the timeout. He kind of was preaching the whole time during that timeout to the ref. They broke the huddle. They went to go throw the ball in. They never even got the ball in before Coach Harder got sparked with that technical foul. Josh Ravlin steps to the line and gets one of those, 2 to go down. So with 1:04 left, they'll extend that lead to 12. They already had the ball, so really the harm was just that 1 point. .104 left, 56-44 lead, and that will, I guess other than the free throws, the unfortunate thing is they'll get a full shot clock back after this. So it was at 16, goes back to 35, so they can really take those 18, 17 more seconds off than they could have if they didn't run it all the way down. Down 12, looks like the Trojans will not foul to try to get back in this game. So this game is all of seceded to this point. It's just what will that score end up? I don't know if, Underwood's going to be forced to shoot it unless they just take the straight up turnover. Ravelin will shoot it. Ravelin will make it. Ravelin's got 16. He's got a bunch of points late. I think he scored 7 points here late. 22 seconds left. Biggest lead of the ball game. Murley actually cuts that lead down. So Zach Murley makes a three-pointer. Timeout by the Trojans. 16 seconds left. All right, welcome back. Last 16 seconds of this game coming up. It looks like Underwood will be just fine with succeeding it here. So that is where the game will end. 59-47 will be the final score. Underwood stays undefeated, gets this 12-point victory here in the Western Iowa Conference. Nice hard-fought battle there by the Tri-Center Trojans, just coming up short here. A.J. Harder leads the way with 13 points. Cale Witt also contributed 9 points. Christian Dare added 7. Pretty well-balanced scoring overall by the Trojans. Woolhutter had 5. Bats had 6 as well. For the Underwood Eagles, once again, balanced effort by them as well. Leading the way, it looks like Josh Ravelin had 16. Garrett Lutt had 9.5, ends with 9. Boothby had 8.5, I believe, too, ends with 8. Van